Sup, y'all? Today, I'm gonna give you guys a look at a small slice of my comic book collection. But these are some special ones. So, what I'm about to show you is like some of the ones that I guess key issues. But not all of these are key issues. Some of them are just kind of like special ones to me or whatever. Bottom line is, this little stack of books here are some of the ones that I had separate from the rest of my comic collection that are in big old comic boxes. Now, if you're not familiar, years back, I don't know if it's 10 or so years ago or more, I posted a little kind of like a sneak peek of my comic collection. You can look that up. Probably something like along the lines of SMU Toys comic sneak peek comic book collection, something like that. Or maybe I'll look it up and post a link, and it'll be in the description of this video. Now, those have been just stored in those comic boxes for years, and I haven't gotten to them, even though I've been wanting to also for years. But again, these are ones that I've always had kind of separate because, you know, some of them key issues, some of them special for whatever reason. I honestly, on each of them, I'm not going to know exactly what is so special about all of them. I might have known at the time that I separated them, which was many years ago. Over 10 years ago. Anyway, so yeah, if you're in the comics, so here's maybe you'll find some of these interesting. Now, this one I'm assuming is the first appearance of the black suit Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man number 252. Pretty cool. This, I don't think it's necessarily a key issue, but it's got cool McFarlane art. McFarlane art of Cap and Spider-Man. Now we know, we're well versed in all the McFarlane Spidey, but like to also see Cap, that's pretty cool. This one is both Eric Larson and McFarlane with Hulk, Incredible Hulk. That's pretty cool. Again, I don't think it's a key issue. Just the artwork, pretty cool. I'm all those '90s greats. McFarlane, Jim Lee, Liefeld, even not the greatest artist in the world, but he came up with some very, very important characters. Cable being one, and this is New Mutants 87, which is the first appearance, I believe, first appearance of Cable. Liefeld and McFarlane on this one. Pretty cool. And this one is definitely a key issue. New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool. Some history there, given how insanely popular Deadpool has become. Love him or hate him, he has become just something else. And entirely something else from his original version of his character. But yeah, I think this is also the first appearance of Gideon. There's that. Moving on, those were all some Marvel ones, and then there's a few non-Marvel ones, and this is not necessarily another thing about these. Some of them being key issues like these. Some of them are higher value comics, which these might be probably. I don't know. Who knows when I go through my collection, but I would imagine this is probably. I don't have. I'm. That's not the kind of way I collected comics. I wasn't after like high value, it was just coincidence that this and something like that I just or high value. So I'm imagining this might be one of the most high value ones I have, which isn't that much as it is, non-graded and stuff in this condition, probably 200-300 max. Anyway, But as far as history goes, and if you know, for any of you like me that grew up on the '90s stuff, man, Image, woo, that's a that's a story for another time. But yeah, that man, what they did on the industry, wow. But yeah, so you know, you gotta be familiar with Spawn, McFarlane, #1. Again, this is probably not valuable at all, but it's history, man, history. This issue of Dark Horse Presents, I'm not 100% sure why I put this aside. Maybe Predator, first appearance of Predator in comics. Maybe that's what it might be. That's kind of cool. Leonardo, I'm pretty sure this isn't very valuable, but it was his, you know, the old Ninja Turtles comics. That was a Leonardo, you know, solo micro series, and Leo was always my favorite, so this was pretty special to me. And this and the next one are probably the only like kind of newer comics among these. I got these a few years back. Power Rangers #1 from Boom Studios. And this was the variant cover, which I was trying to get a value on this, but I haven't even seen, at least the time I was looking, this exact same variant cover on eBay, either listed or sold. So I don't know, but it is a really cool cover. Honestly, I would rather have this as a poster. Like I'm definitely over like special issues, special variant covers, because you know I'm not going to display comics. So it's like, what's the point? It's like cool, but it's just gonna get thrown into a box. But like something like this, I love this artwork. I wish I could have this as a poster. Anyway, and going back a ways again, and back to some Marvel goodness. Man, those are, you know, here to get the full effect. Gotta do this. Am I getting the right order here? Yeah, I think so. Let's see, do I even have enough space here? There we go. So this was the new X-Men #1. I forgot year. There's no year on here. 91. 91. And they did 4 covers for this awesome artwork. I wonder if there was ever an actual poster of this produced. That would have been awesome to have. Love it. This is just so iconic for me, having grown up on this early 90s X-Men stuff. Man, that Jim Lee goodness, like it's, all the Jim Lee versions of any character was just gold. It's the best back then, anyway. Love it. Anyway, so there's that. Again, these probably aren't very valuable. I don't know if you can consider them key issues, because usually you hear key issues and it's synonymous with being a valuable, high value book. But again, it's like regardless, just the history there. Awesome stuff. And then last but not least, again, some probably not valuable at all. I don't know why I have this one in a Mylar thing, but but another thing in the 90s was all those special kind of foil covers, lenticular, whatever. Amazing Spider-Man, supersized 30th anniversary issue. I don't know if this is older than this, but this was the Spider-Man #1, that iconic McFarlane cover art. This was, I don't know if this is a reprint, because I'm pretty sure the original wasn't gold like this. So probably like a reprint, later version, which again, I don't know why I have it in this Mylar. Again, you know, I set these aside years ago, except for these two. All these were set aside years ago. But anyway, all right, there you guys have it. If you guys are interested in comics at all, well, you must be if you've watched this far and you're still listening to me talk. But you know, I hope you guys enjoyed this little look at some of my key issues and special issues, whatever you want to call it. But also stay tuned, because eventually I'm gonna get through my comic boxes. and show more of my entire comic collection. And actually, I have another little video to show. I'll shoot eventually, probably before too long. I have a bigger stack than this. That my only other section of comics that are separated from my comic boxes is the autographed ones, which I have quite a bit. Not many are recent. Most of them are probably from around this time to early 90s through the 90s, maybe some in the 2000s, but probably not many at all that are very recent. But anyway, all right, well, there you guys have it. As always, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching.